friends, welcome back for another video. I'm KarinaJoelle. If you're new here, if you're not new here, still KarinaJoelle. So today's video is a little different. I wanted to tell you guys a tale of the time that Daniel Radcliffe almost shaved my head. That's not entirely clickbait. Watch this video and you'll understand how that's not really clickbait, but yeah. So I just thought it'd be fun to tell this tale, a story that I'm still can't believe I got the opportunity to meet him, and it was really cool and amazing, and I think about it all the time and I cringe all the time. I'm really embarrassed about it all the time, but it was still one of the coolest moments in probably my life that I'm really stoked, and I feel very fortunate to have been able to meet him. So if you want to see me tell that tale, continue watching. If not, stay tuned for Friday where I will be doing this makeup look. Summery date night, whatever, glam situation look. That'll be going up on Friday, so stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch me ramble on about this situation I got myself into at one point in my life, stay tuned. Alright, I apologize if you hear the lawn mowing man outside. He is mowing the lawn. Can't stop him. I would if I could, but I can't. Before I continue on with this tale, this story, I need to tell you that I am the largest Harry Potter fan in the world. Bite me. Just kidding, don't. I love Harry Potter. If you know me, you know that. That is probably if someone's like, what do you like? I'm like, Harry Potter. What makes you cry? Harry Potter. What makes you happy? Harry Potter. What's your favorite movie? Harry Potter. Favorite song? Dun, 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 dun. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I have been since first grade. I could go on and on and on and on about how it has a very, very, very special place in my heart, where I know so many people it also does, and I think that's the coolest thing, to be able to share love for Harry Potter and how it's been a lot of people's strengths. I can get very passionate about Harry Potter. I'm not doing that today though, but if you ever want to get passionate about Harry Potter, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at KarinaJoelle, and we can just cry about how amazing Harry Potter is together. You down? I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I actually have this is a bathing suit, but I usually just wear it as a shirt. It's you know, got all the cute, isn't it cute? It's a bathing suit with $100. Blackmilkclothing.com. If it's still available on their website, which I'm sure it is because Harry Potter is this shit, and I would buy this again and again and again. I'll have it listed down below. I also have Hedwig here, my bud. I love this so much, my wig he got for me. I have 5 Harry Potter tattoos. If you want me to, I only have 10 tattoos, but if you want me to do a tattoo story time situation video about what tattoos I have, I can do that for you. But yes, long story short, I'm a very big Harry Potter fan. I used to be get made fun of for it and be really embarrassed about it, but now I'm like, Harry Potter's tight as shit. Where have you guys been? If you don't like Harry Potter, you're missing out. Getting sweaty. Sweating about it. I believe it was July 29th, 2014. 2014, how was that? How old was I? 25, turning 26, 2009, 4 years ago. 21, about to be 21, something like that. And I lived in Ventura at this time, and my good friend Rachel and I, we would go to Jimmy Kimmel events in LA all the time. They would have the outdoor concerts, or you could go and watch the show if you got the tickets on 1 Iota. If you live in this area or LA, you probably know all about that. We were actually, through 1 Iota and Jimmy Kimmel, I've been able to see One Direction. I saw Bastille, met Daniel Radcliffe, 3 of my favorite things. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Jimmy Kimmel and 1 Iota, that's tight. So we heard that Daniel Radcliffe was going to be on Jimmy Kimmel for some type of press situation for some film. It might have been Horns or that Frankenstein film he was in. One of the two. We tried to get tickets and we did not, but we were like, you know what? This is like almost like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and this is going to sound super nerdy, but I would do it again. We went and waited outside of Jimmy Kimmel in like this long line of people, and we went and waited outside in this like pretty moderately long line of Harry Potter fans waiting to meet Daniel Radcliffe, hoping to get things signed. And at this time, I must tell you that my hair was bright red. Here's a picture from that day, I think before or after I had met him. Probably after, because I'm like, I'm the happiest girl in the world right now. So my hair was bright red, and it was down to my ass. And so I kind of stood out a lot. And on this episode, and I'm going to try my best to find it online, I might not be able to because I was just looking and I couldn't find it off my phone. Daniel Radcliffe in this episode of Jimmy Kimmel was shaving people's heads or giving people haircuts. I don't know why. I could not tell you why that was a thing, but it was. So we were standing in line. I have my Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban book. I'm like, she's gonna sign this shit. It's gonna be so nice. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be so cool. I can't wait. I'm losing my shit thinking that I'm just gonna have him sign my book. So I'm like super stoked that he's just gonna sign my book. Right. We're standing in line, and then they have people who are working for Jimmy Kimmel walking up and down, like watching the line and stuff. Probably telling Daniel, like, hey Daniel, there's a giant line outside of Harry Potter nerd fans that want to meet you. If you'd like to do that after the show, that'd be awesome, you know, make some people's lives. And I don't remember specifically, I have a very bad memory, and this was a long time ago. Someone came up to me, and they're like, hi, are you a big Harry Potter fan? And I'm like, am I a big Harry... Yes, I am. So she's like, okay, and I was like, yeah, I have like, at that time, I think I had 2 Harry Potter tattoos. I have one on my thigh, at this time, I had one on my thigh and one on my side. So she's like, okay, well, in this episode of Jimmy Kimmel, Daniel is shaving, like doing sidewalk haircuts or something. Would you do that? Like, would you let Daniel cut your hair if you got to meet him? And I was like, yeah, I'd do it. And they were like, okay. So the lady's like, okay, let me take pictures of your tattoos, and then I'll go run it by the producers. And it was still pretty early on. We got there like before the show was taping, before he had even arrived. So the lady goes and talks to him, and like, some amount of time goes by. She comes back, and she's like, okay, they're interested in this idea of him cutting your hair. Would you be okay with him shaving a portion of the side of your head? And at this time, those like side haircuts where girls would like shave right here, I'll put some pictures up, were really, really in. And I was just like, that's the situation. It also doesn't help that my hair was like bright red. Luckily, it would have been long enough that my hair probably would have been able to cover it, and I would have been able to put it back like this. But my hair was bright red, and they were pitching the idea to me of having him shave a portion of my head right here. They thought that was funny. Ha ha. But naturally, I was like, I will do that. I'm okay with that. You know, hair is hair, it'll grow back. It's not the end of the world. But only if I got like a moment where I was like, hi Daniel, I'm a very big fan. I am here and I would love to meet you. Only if I got like a minute alone with him. That sounds weird. But I just wanted to meet him and have him sign my book and tell him that, like, how much Harry Potter meant to me, yada yada yada, like all this shit he probably hears all the time. But it was really important to me that I got a moment alone. And then the girl's like, yeah, totally, we'll make that happen. Let me just go talk to some more producers and we'll be back. She had taken pictures of my tattoos. She came back twice, and I was like, oh my god, I'm with my friend Rachel, and I'm like freaking out. And Rachel, if you're watching this and I'm forgetting anything specifically, let me know, and then I will put it down below. Rachel, edit if there's anything I'm missing. He arrives, and I'm like getting really nervous because I'm like, I love him. He was like my first crush pretty much, you know. At that point in my life, I had slept on his pillow forever, that I covered with Daniel Radcliffe's face as Harry Potter all over my walls, you know, like I was very deeply obsessed with Harry Potter. I'm still very deeply obsessed with Harry Potter. My 21st birthday cake, Harry Potter. My 18th birthday cake, Harry Potter. Just, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I named my cat Lily after Harry's mom. I have a cat named Albus. You know, like I had a cat named Remus. I'm just very much in love with Harry Potter, and I have been forever, you know, like. So at this point in my life, on July 30th, 2014, which was really crazy because July 31st is Harry Potter's birthday, and I was like, wow, this is crazy, the stars are aligning, you know, my birthday is September 1st, the day the Hogwarts Express leaves to Hogwarts. I need to calm down. I was freaking out. The girl came back and she was just like, yeah, okay, so we're still working on it, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, I never got my head shaved by Daniel Radcliffe. It never happened. I wasn't on the show. He was shaving heads on that. I do remember seeing that, but he didn't shave mine. I never had an intimate one-on-one moment with Daniel Radcliffe. But he did come down the line to meet fans. So I remember him walking out and being like, oh my god, oh my god. And there is actually a video that I'm going to link down below. It's, like maybe 4 minutes long or less than that. It's of that day, and it's of Daniel going, it's like a paparazzi video. He's going and he's like meeting fans. And in that you can see my bright red head just like bobbing around. And you can't specifically see him talking to me in this moment, but you see me and you see him. So that's proof that, you know, we were together. So Daniel Radcliffe goes down the line, and my friend was like, dude, you're about to meet Harry Potter, you're about to meet Daniel Radcliffe, and I'm like, oh, fuck. So he's approaching. He's in front of my face. And I'm like, oh, let's sign my book, you know, and he, like, signs my book. I have it. It's in storage. I didn't bring it. It's not in the apartment right now, or else I'd show it to you. He's signing my book, and instead of telling him, like, oh, Harry Potter means so much to me, like, it's been such a big part of my life, it's saved my life many times. At many times, Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter was my only friend. Instead of saying these things to him, the words that came out of my mouth were, they were gonna have to shave my head. I just, like, pretty much was, like, word vomited at him. They were gonna have to shave my head. Like, oh, KarinaJoelle, of all the things you could say to that man, of all the things you could have said to that man, you spit out, they were gonna have you shave my head. And I remember him saying, because you have to remember my hair is this fluorescent pink at this time, he was like, oh, gold, oh, fuck no, like, God, they didn't let me do that, your hair's too gorgeous. I remember him saying my hair was nice. Good job, hair. And then we took a picture together, and it was probably one of the most amazing days of my life. And I remember that. I think back on me word vomiting at him. They were going to have you shave my head. That's all I said to him. And thank you. So yeah, he left. We left in the car. I cried. I truly did cry. I still cry to Harry Potter to this day. But I cried after he left, and I like sobbed, and I was like, let the dream come true. It's one of the happiest moments of my life. Daniel Radcliffe nearly shaved my head, but it didn't happen, and that's okay because everything does happen for a reason. That was a really exciting time. I remember that just being like the highlight of my life, and I remember uploading it to Instagram and people being like, oh my god, this is probably the best day of your life, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. And actually a similar experience to this happened where I lived in Ventura, and in Ventura there's Port Hueneme. I was in a class, and it's like an hour-long class, and I got out of class, and I had to like a couple hundred text messages from my group of friends, and they're like, Bonnie Wright, who plays Ginny Weasley, is in Port Hueneme. And I was like, what? Like, in Port Hueneme, where I live. Ventura is like known, but it's not really known. Bonnie Wright, who plays Ginny Weasley, in my city. Like, in my city. Unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. So, me and my friend Hannah, we booked it to where she was, and we saw her, and I was like, oh my fucking god. And I was like shaking, I remember my hair was like super crimped and curly because I was about to go see the 1975 that night, and then the next night, Bastille, crazy time of my life. And my hair was like super crazy. I was wearing my glasses because I had an eye infection, and yeah, Hannah had to go up to Bonnie, and ask her, like, can we get a picture with you? So here's this picture. And you can't tell how nervous I was, but I have met 2 out of a couple hundred Harry Potter people, and it was awesome. I'm so fortunate to have ever met them. It was a really cool time in my life, and to be like the little nerd I am, you know, like, it's just really cool. Like, not a lot of people can say that they've met Daniel Radcliffe and Ginny Weasley. So it's really cool. And that is my story of how Daniel Radcliffe nearly shaved my head. Not clickbait, exactly. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Sorry if I'm rambling. Sorry if it's loud. Let me know if you enjoyed this style video of me just talking to you guys, a little lifestyle-ish video. If you love Harry Potter too, let me know, because Harry Potter is my favorite thing in the world, and I love talking about it. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. And until then, don't forget to be nice people. Magic is real. All is well. Bye.